Okay, let's see if this has helped. Hey Thomas, can you hear me okay? Oh wait, did you just join in or did you leave? I'm confused. Can anyone hear me? Let me fix my cam too just a little bit. I did well. I did very well. I had so much fun. Can you hear me? You can hear me now. Good. Okay. Yay, Lori. Thank you. What I was gonna say was I've got to show you all this picture before I get going. This picture is me under the world's largest office chair. My mom and I went to the fun show in Orlando, and we spent a couple of nights getting there. We left the 7th, spent the night in Anniston, Alabama on the 7th. Uh, I think that's right. And then on the 8th, we spent the night in Georgia. And then we got there on the 9th. Well, in Anniston, Alabama, it is home to the world's largest office chair. That thing is 30 feet high by like 15 feet wide or something. It's huge. It's tiny. I mean, it's huge. I'm tiny in that picture. You won't be able to see me. It's crazy. Um, you can fit the car under it, and people do fit their car under that chair. Hey, Coin Help You. Let me give a shout out, y'all. This guy is, I assume I can say his real name. Daniel. This is Daniel Malone, and I'm one of his admins on Facebook. He runs Coin Help You on YouTube, and we've got Facebook, and he's very knowledgeable. I want y'all to check out his channel. He is very, very good at what he does, and y'all need to check him out for sure, and join us on Facebook. Like I said, I'm honored to be one of his admins, and we help people out and look at their coins, and have a good time. Daniel's a great guy, very knowledgeable. Daniel, if you want to type your website in, you can too. I had to, in order to access both cameras, I had to I had to unplug my keyboard. So, but yeah, on the way to fun, I got to see the world's largest office chair. And no, you couldn't sit in it, it's too high. It's literally like 30 feet off the ground, and you can fit your car under it. It is huge. And I found it by mistake, actually. Well, not really by mistake, but I was like, where are these towns that we're staying? Because my mom planned the whole drive. Like I said, it took us 2 days to get there, and we had to be there by the 9th to set up for my coin exhibit. I did an exhibit on my incomplete collection of incomplete Jefferson nickel planchets. So clipped planchets, whatever you want to call it. And I didn't want to say what I was exhibiting in case some of the judges happened to see my exhibit, because it was a judged exhibit, but I did, it was a competitive exhibit, and I came in 3rd place, and I got this really, really neat encased, it's a plaque, but encased in it is a 2002 Mississippi, Washington Quarter. It's a Philadelphia. Missing clad layer. That was third place. And they score you, and you know what your score is. There were like 3 judges, including Fred Weinberg. If y'all know who that is. And they score you and tell you where you can improve on your exhibit, and you can actually re-exhibit next year. So I'm going to work on my exhibit, and I know where I went wrong, but for my first time, I'm happy. This is probably the nicest error that I own at this point. You know, I've owned some pretty nice ones, but I mean, that's really pretty cool. I've never owned a missing clad layer, and I don't know if that's going to focus, but I'm pretty happy with that. And I got to see Bill Fiva. Yeah, it's a little bit loose, Lori. It's kind of a. They used to have what were called rattlers, coin holders, and that's what this kind of is. It's, you can hear it a little bit. I don't want to shake it too much because I don't want to damage it. But I got to see Bill Fiva, my longtime mentor and friend. I've known him since I was about 8 years old, and that was great seeing him. I wanted to get my picture taken with him, but I didn't get a chance. I got to see John Miller, who coincidentally was one of my competitors. He got second place, and he and I run Coin Collectors of Facebook together, and he also was certified as an exhibit judge. He will no longer be exhibiting in errors because he's going to be judging errors next year. I am a member of FUN now, and I'm so excited about that. I'm also going to be actively involved in the Arkansas Numismatic Society. I've been out of touch with them for a while, but I'm now going to be back in touch with them. I also scored, y'all. One of my biggest scores, I think, is I had 7, but these are 6 rolls unopened. These are Dunbar Bank and 2 actual U.S. Mint. These are P&D 2009 formative years, Lincoln cents. So I'm going to look through these and look for varieties, of course. If y'all don't know, 2009 was a year that literally, I think there are 100 plus varieties just for that year alone on Philadelphia and Denver. Very few in Denver, a ton in Philadelphia, and I've got I'm not sure how many of each, but I know I've got several. I mean, I've got 7 rolls here. I mean 6, because I looked through one and I didn't find anything. So I was wanting to stream. You know, I try to live stream every Monday night, but I have trouble. So New Year's Eve, I think, fell on a Monday, and Christmas Eve fell on a Monday, and then we had the show, and then, I mean, it was back to back to back to back stuff that happened. So I've not streamed in a long time, but I'm really excited to be back on here. I had an amazing time at the show. And to give you an idea, and Lori, I know you can't see, I'm sorry, I'll try to explain as much as I can visually. Through words, I mean. But there were over 1,500 tables, dealers. And And this was in one of my videos. I was talking to you about getting ready for a show and what you should do, because when you're approaching a big show, you want to kind of get organized, because there are a lot of places and tables to see. This gives you an idea of the map, and it's a lot of dealers, a lot of tables, and this is the Fun Show Coin Guide, or Fun Show Guide, and it listed all of the exhibits, all of the show programs, like special talks, presentations, and it lists all the dealers in order. Like I said, I got to see I don't know if I told you, but I got to see my local dealer. He was there, which I was kind of surprised about. I also got to see a dealer who I haven't seen in probably gosh, how many years has that been? I don't even know. But I was able to see a dealer who I hadn't seen in many, many years. He was the one, if y'all saw my video about my book collection, he gave me a lot of those books. And it was great to see him. Speaking of books, we stopped outside of an antique store. We stopped into the antique store right outside of somewhere in Georgia. I can't remember where. And I picked up the very first ANA Grading Standards Guide. And back then, it was produced in '77, and back then they didn't use photography. You know, in the current versions, it's all photography. Well, back then, they used outlined images, and so basically, to show less detail and more wear, the outlines were just less detailed. And that's really cool. So I got that. I wanted to get it autographed, but I couldn't. Ken Brissett was not there, and Q. David Bowers was not there, or I would have gotten it autographed. It was non-stop stuff. I got there on the 9th, set up. On the 10th, I stayed at the Conecuh table, basically. The 11th, stayed at the Conecuh table, and the 12th I looked around a little bit, and the 13th I left, which by the 12th a lot of dealers had already packed up. I mean, you know, which is a shame, but I understand. But it was a great show. It was a wonderful show. I strongly suggest, if you ever want to, or if you ever get the chance, go to the Fun Show. You know, they've had it different places, but they've had it something like 34 times in Orlando. I mentioned my exhibit. Well, everybody that exhibited automatically got a silver ounce that was specially made for the show. And I'm not sure where that is at the moment, but that's pretty cool. So it's $20 to join, and then if you exhibit, you get a silver round ounce, and Lori, that's a good point. I don't see Mike. I'm not sure who all's in here. If you are in here and you want to say hi, say hi. Right now we're looking at the world's largest office chair. That's what I'll get up on my screen because I got to see it in person. That was cool. It's in Anniston, Alabama. actually, what's really cool in Anniston also, in Anniston, Alabama, they have the Berman Museum, and it's a historical museum, and it's got all kinds of what would you call it? Like a lot of it is weapons from all eras of wars, and like for instance, they've got swords from ancient China, and they've got one of the really cool things is they had kind of espionage items. They had devices that were guns that were able to fire like single bullets, but they were disguised as ordinary objects. One of the things that they had was it was a gun. It almost looked like it was a peppermint container. It almost looked like an Altoids container, but it could fire a single bullet. And they also had like a suit of armor. And the big thing that they had that was really cool was they had Hitler's tea set. Hitler apparently enjoyed tea, and which seems totally weird to me. And they had his official tea set. That was interesting from a historical perspective. But I didn't get to go. I wanted to see, they auctioned the 1943 copper at the ANA, and at the Fun Convention. I didn't get to see that. I wanted to drop by, but there was just not enough time. I just couldn't do it. I was so busy. I actually missed. This is some bad news. I missed. I'm an ANA district rep, and we had a meeting to go to. I believe it was the morning of the 12th, wherever that was. Oh, yep. Mike, I know how you feel. Well, I got coffee in my Elvis mug, and this is a big Elvis mug too. But the morning of the 12th, I took my Lyft from the hotel to the convention center, and about 10 minutes after I got out of the Lyft, I realized my phone was in the Lyft. And long story short, I found someone with a phone. I tried calling my phone several times, and it would ring. Finally, it went to voicemail, and the driver said he didn't know where it was. I don't believe the driver stole it, but whoever got in after me must have taken my phone, and they've turned it off. I can't track it. I've got it so that if it turns on, it says, "Hey, I know you got my phone. Call me at this number because I'm looking for you," basically. But that was a huge bummer. Huge bummer. But yeah, I don't know. I'm very disappointed, and I ended up missing the meeting that I was supposed to go to because I was trying to find my phone. I was trying to track it. But like I said, they ended up turning it off. Let me get a different image up here. Oops, it's not what I meant to do. All of my pictures, by the way, except for these couple, were on my on my phone. Rob Stewart. Yes. I know the name, Mike. I know the name. No, Lori, I don't do gems and crystals. Now, I know people who do, I think. Well, rocks. I know people who do rock. I think Mike Ellis may do rocks or crystals or gems. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Mike Ellis does, I think. But what about Rob, Mike? That sounds so familiar. Hang on, I'm trying to. Okay, Mike, absolutely. Hey, Colt, good to see you, buddy. Glad to have you. Yeah, definitely. Y'all pray for Rob Stewart, R-O-B Stewart, Stuart, and maybe we can get somebody. I go into Green Bay Wacky's channel and Cab 7's channel too, and I bet we could get them to oh, here we go. Y'all look at this. I put up this image. This is one of the coins that I had in my exhibit. This is a really good example of a legitimate clip. And one of the ways that you can tell that this is a legitimate clip is because of the Blakesley effect. The Blakesley effect is, oh my lord, I am so sorry, Mike. Jeez. That's terrible. I had no idea. Wow. I'll definitely pray for him. The Blakesley effect is when you got a clipped planchet that goes through the upsetting mill. The upsetting mill creates the rim, and it does it by forcing pressure on all sides. And as the coin goes to the upsetting mill, it's a cylinder, and it gets smaller and smaller until it creates a raised rim the size and shape that it needs. Well, hey Dizzy, you're gonna have to move. My cat's here in the way. Exactly, Mike. So, no, I didn't turn on the fan. I think it turned on. I think the heater turned on. It's absolutely freezing out here. Side here too. We got snow. But so the Blakesley effect. Let me get this out real quick before I get distracted again. The coin goes to the upsetting mill, and it goes in the planchet. Pardon me, the planchet, not coin. It's not a coin yet. The it's not a planchet either. Let me back up. The blanks are punched. It's only a blank. Once it goes through the upsetting mill, it's a planchet. A planchet is a blank with a raised rim. Alright? The blank starts at one end, goes through a circular upset mill. Hey, hi-ho. How's it going? goes to the upset mill, and that space shrinks just a little bit so that it creates the rim of the coin. And it does so by having pressure on all sides. Now, if you got a clip, there's going to be no pressure where that clip is, right? Well, directly opposite that, there's also going to be no pressure. So what you have is the clip, and opposite the clip, you can't have a rim because there's no pressure to lift it up, to push the rim up to create it. And so on true clipped planchets or incomplete planchets, whatever you want to call them, on those errors, opposite the clip, you have the Blakesley effect. And this is an example from my collection and exhibit. It's really, really, really strong here. There is no rim basically. And then of course there's weakness of the lettering at the clip. Hi ho, how have you been? And Lori, that's horrible. I've had those too. I had to get an not to get into too much detail, but I had to. Have you ever had to have an NG tube? They stick it up your nose and down your throat. I've had to have that. That's like the worst experience ever. Terrible, terrible experience. I've had that happen 3 or 4 times, and I hate it every single time. It's terrible. But I had so much fun at Fun. If you ever get a chance to go to Fun, you need to. Hi ho, what have you been up to? And what's everybody been up to? I haven't streamed in forever. I was telling them, well, Lou Rock, oh my goodness. Lou Rock is in the room, y'all. This is another really big YouTuber. One of my favorite YouTubers. Lou Rock is the man. How are you doing? I got back from Orlando. I went to a major coin show. Had 1,500 tables. I scored some pretty cool stuff. Oh, and for those that do know about errors, I cherry-picked a 1959 Washington Quarter Type B reverse. And those are, those are pretty cool. Those are the proof reverses on business coins. Proof reverse dies. Lou, it's good to see you. How have you been? I haven't been streaming much. I've been so busy. I was out of town from the 7th through the 15th, and then I rested. And before that, I normally stream on Mondays, and the way the holidays fell, I couldn't stream. And then I was gonna stream and I couldn't because of an emergency, so I've missed like a lot of streams. And I was gonna live stream for my coin show, but I didn't get much time. I did live stream from a table I was helping man, but I did it for like 2 minutes, and then I got busy again. So I got to see some wonderful people, y'all, from Conecuh. As y'all know, I was on the board of governors, and my good friend Bob is on the board now. Lou Rock, yeah, that's so funny you said that. Oh, I hate NG tubes, Lori. Those are just awful. Absolutely awful. Terrible. I actually, a little bit TMI, but I'm not going to be gross about it. But one time I knew I had an obstruction coming, so I kind of, I wouldn't say I OD'd, but I took more than the recommended dose of Imodium because I was not about to go to the hospital and get another NG tube, and it worked. Lou Rock, you did? That's awesome. Mike did tell me he was that guy, and then he pointed out that I should look at the spelling of the name. But he got me. Mike's funny. Mike got me good. I've got my gloves on. I was thinking I might look at some coins here in a little bit if y'all wanted to. If not, Lori, I know it's hard for you because your vision. I'm so sorry about that. That's the one thing. Cool. Y'all check out CoinHelpU. That is Daniel Malone. Check out his channel and check out what is the name of our. I don't remember the whole name of our Facebook group, Daniel. So if you want to put that in there. He is the owner, and I'm one of the admins of a wonderful Facebook group. And we look at your coins, and most of the time tell you don't have anything, unfortunately. But that's the way it goes. Coin collecting, it's not a get-rich-quick scheme. I've talked to people that have told me that's their purpose for collecting is to get rich. I'm like, you're not in it for the right reason. Be in it to have fun. I've spent more money than I've ever gotten from coins, but I've made it back 100-fold in experiences and friendships. Yeah, check that page out on Facebook, y'all, and Daniel is very, very knowledgeable. His website's on there, and he's a great buddy. I'm glad to. I don't know you that well, Daniel, but I'm proud to call you at least a friend through Facebook. And that might be a good idea. It wouldn't hurt. Certainly wouldn't hurt to make it a little bit shorter. But either way, I'll keep advertising it, and he's got Daniel has wonderful YouTube content. I get on here and I talk about different things, and I am going to do shorter videos, but I just like the live stream format. Personally, I think it's fun, and I get to look at coins. And whoa, your friend sold a 1 ounce Canadian gold 50 piece. Nice. I don't do any gold. I wish I could afford it, but I can't. Especially now that someone stole my phone. I'm so mad at them. Lou, that's funny. About Mike. Yeah, coin collecting is not a get rich quick, especially if you're varieties are a great start, but there's still a pretty steep learning curve. Varieties are what I'm talking about, like doubling on coins, but more specifically die doubling, which is not the same as almost all the other doubling that you will see. It's not the same. And you're going to see I would say what, 999 times out of 1,000 other forms of doubling. And you have to learn the difference. $50 coin, he got 1,100 for it. Not bad. No, that's not bad at all. Not bad at all. I'm glad when I can buy a coin for $5 and sell it for 10. Or even 15, you know. Every sale's a sale, and I mean, I don't make a lot of money, but like I said, I do it for the experiences more than anything. I did sell. I had a silver ounce that I sold at the show. I got like $14.50 for it, something like that. I mean, it was melt, so. And then, like I said, I picked up some coins. I'm really excited about these rolls that I got of the 2009 formative years. I'm sure I'll find at least one or two double dies. And the thing is, yeah, Hidden is awesome. He still has not. Well, let me take it back. I have not gotten. He says he sent me his email. I don't have it in my inbox or my spam or anything like that. I've checked, and I need to get his address. So, Mike, if you talk to him, tell him I've not gotten his email. But I'll talk to him too. So you don't worry about it. But if you just get a chance, I'll talk to him. But I've got some stuff I'm supposed to send him, and he said he gave me his address, but I don't have it. Ooh, that's cool, Lou. You were at Lizzie Borden's place? That's pretty cool. Actually, really cool. Lou, you'd appreciate this. It was several years ago, and I was at my mom's, and I was doing a YouTube video on another channel that I used to have years ago. And I was filming it, you know, or you know, recording it in my webcam, and I was watching the screen as I was talking, and I saw this black shadow go behind me, and I freaked out. And I've got it up on. I actually have the video up on Facebook. We can't figure out what it is. It's pretty creepy. That was a pretty creepy video. I did not sleep that night. Nations 13 family on Facebook. Lori, what is that? I'm confused. Of course, you should be used to that by now. I'm easily confused. Oh, I wonder where Jenny Marceth is. I know Cab was streaming too at some point, and I was gonna say hi, but I was trying to prepare for my Lizzie Borden was nuts. Mickey XOXO streamed. I've met so many cool people through YouTube. I used to have a channel. I mean, it's still up, but I don't do anything with it anymore. And I used to have such horrible experiences. People were nasty to me. It's so good to have found the really wonderful side of YouTube, where it's a family and people don't make fun of you and call you names and all that nastiness. I love this community. I'm very, very happy to be part of it. Wow, been streaming for 40 minutes. That's awesome. Rockstar fams for life. I'm reading chat, as you can tell. Oh, I don't know what I did. Did I mess up the... No, I don't think I did. Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. I want to see something. Oh, I forgot I also picked up some cool errors while I was at the coin show. Nothing major, but a few cool things. Did I pick up? I picked up some cuds actually. I need to a couple of them may actually be new, or well, let me put it this way: they're not. A couple of them may not be listed on cudsoncoins.com, so I need to send them in probably. But I picked them up dirt cheap. Where is, if I could find, oh, I'll be right back. I know what I'm going to do. Oops. I'm not crashing, Lori, don't worry. I'm just making lots of noise. Making lots of noise. I'm in that. But y'all knew that, didn't you? Anybody want to, I'm back. Anybody want to watch me while I go through some rolls? I've got my rolls of coins. I can do it offline or online. So I plan on doing it at some point anyway, but if y'all want to see me go through some rolls. Like I said, I've got the 2009 formative years, including, I'm really tempted to go through these two mint rolls. There's a P and a D. I'm so tempted to go through those right now. I got them cheap too. I don't know if I told y'all, but I got them so cheap. I'm tempted to go through these rolls, and let me see something. Let me remove that image. Oh, I went to, when on my trip to the coin show, well, actually back from the show, I went to, there's an actress named Tallulah Bankhead. Well, she passed away years ago. Anyway, Tallulah Bankhead, and long story short, it was her father's house, if I remember right. And that was cool. That was in Mississippi. No. Uh, where was that? I can't remember. I'd have to look it up. Anybody? Oh yeah, trolls are horrible. Am I lagging that much? See ya, hi ho. Hi ho, Silver. You have a good one. Where's the Philadelphia Mint? This is Denver. Paul, that's right. Bye, Paul. Alright, so question, consensus. Do we want to go through these rolls on cam? Do y'all want to watch me go through these rolls? Lori, I'll keep talking too. As you know, I love to talk. But if y'all don't want to see it, then I don't want to bore you or waste your time. But I really kind of want to see what I've got here. I want to see if I've gotten lucky. Just one double die coin out of all these would pay for the entire set. So how cool would that be? I'm opening the mint roll, the Philadelphia mint roll right now because I can. Where are we at? Got my gloves. Oops. I gotta orient this right. Well, I already know that's not one, but that's good to know. Oh, I need to adjust the focus. You're going to be showing your coins. Okay. Yeah, Lori. Oh, I was going to tell you, Lori. We have we got 2 inches of snow here, which is pretty crazy. I live in Arkansas, and we rarely ever get 2 inches of snow. I mean, that's pretty unheard of here in Arkansas. What is this thing doing? I think I got it figured out. There we go. I got it figured out now. Laura, you have a wonderful evening. We're looking for extra fingers and extra thumbs and all that. And we might even look for, we can look for doubling on the front, but it's going to be very minor if there is any. Did you, Mike? That's awesome. That's very cool. if I just find, like I said, one double die out of all of these, I will be happy. That's all it takes. And with 100 plus listed, it's easy to imagine that I might find one. I still have one that I think is a new discovery that I have not sent in yet to what's it called? Wiles. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. I'm gonna adjust that focus is just a little bit off. Huh. Yeah, I think that's normal. Yeah, these on the log, there are, like it's 100 plus known double dies for this particular coin on Philadelphia, between Philadelphia and Denver, mostly Philadelphia. Denver has really good quality control, and so you just don't find them quite as much, but they do happen. Check the initials too. For any anomalies. I'll probably just go through the one roll here on camera, and then I'll log off. But I do want to go through the one roll. This is the 2009P, which again has more. There's more of a likelihood of finding a double to die. So I'm going to go through here. Just this one roll. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Alright, was that the shadow? Let me look at that at a different angle and see what's going on. Oh yeah, okay, that looks like that was just a shadow. Yeah. Yep. So darn it. I really want to find a double die. Most of the time you don't, but still, it would be nice, wouldn't it? I love the hunt. Nothing. I'll probably go back and look up the obverses on all these too. But really, right now, I'm just looking at the reverses, trying to look for those extra fingers and thumbs and all that good stuff. It's just a spot, isn't it? Yeah, that's a spot on the coin. We get gone. Oh, okay, that's just a spot too. Ooh, is that one slightly? That almost looks slightly doubled under that finger. I mean thumb. I'm gonna zoom in, I think, if it'll let me. Oh, there goes my webcam. That wasn't fun. That wasn't cool. Alright, now I've got to really, oh yeah, I love USB microscopes. I've gotten spoiled because really you don't need that much magnification, but it's so much nicer. Crap, I can't tell. Mike, is that doubling under the thumb? I mean, it's kind of flat, but shoot, I wish Daniel Malone were back in here. Let me look at it from a different angle. Yeah, I love the USB microscopes too. Well, see, now it looks like it's not there. So is it there or is it not? Ah. Do I have Google Hangouts? I can get it, I think. How do I get it? Did you want to do a live stream Google Hangout thing? Because that would be fun. I've been wanting to do something like that, but I don't know how to do it. But I mean, I'm sure it's not that hard. Let me know how to do it, and I'll do it. I would love to. That's actually something that I've wanted to start doing, is having a panel on the streams. People send me a link in my email. Let me Alright, the chat will probably slow down. I mean, the stream may buffer just a little bit. But let me see how to use Google Hangouts real quick. Okay? And I'll be... Oh crap, I forgot. Pardon me. I don't have a keyboard. So, I mean, I do, but I don't. It's not... Wait a minute, I know what to do. I know exactly what to do. Copy. Paste. Oh, wait. Paste. Oh, crud. Paste. Okay. Oh, yeah, click. Duh. Google Hangouts. Add to Chrome. Add extension. Yep, I have Google Hangouts now. But I don't know how to use it. Yummy. That sounds good. Alright, well, I've got Google Hangouts. So next time, which will be next Tuesday, let me know if you want to. I'll know how to use it by then, and let me know if you want to like do a live stream panel thing. And I guess I'm almost finished with this roll. Well, I mean, I've got 3/4 of a roll left, but looks like we're winding down. So I guess I'm gonna look at the rest of this roll offline, and but let me know if you want to join the panel. I'll start doing panels. I think that'd be really cool. So let me know, and we'll get you up here. I would love to have you and like Daniel and a couple others on here. That would be really sweet. That would be really cool. Cool dinner. I mean, I read the word dinner. All right. Well, I'm gonna get off here and look at this stuff. And I want to thank everybody for watching. Like and subscribe. And I will talk to y'all later. Y'all have a good one. See y'all.